Hey there, Reds. Welcome to Manchester United Daily Updates, your daily hub for all things Manchester United. From transfer news to match, updates and behind-the-scenes stories, we've got it all. Let's get started.
Big transfer news for Manchester United. Soccer ball collision Ruben Amorim is eyeing a shock move. While the Red Devils are set to part ways with at least 10 players this summer, stay tuned for all the details on the latest transfer madness. Man United in battle with 5 clubs as Ruben Amorim plots surprise transfer move. Manchester United are gearing up for a busy summer transfer window, with Ruben Amorim eyeing a new second-choice goalkeeper as well as signings in midfield and attack. But that's not all. Manchester United have joined the race to sign another centre-back less than a year after spending just shy of £100 million to strengthen the position. The Red Devils paid £52 million to bring in Lenny Yoro before signing Matthijs de Ligt for £42.9 million under ex-manager Erik ten Hag. Ruben Amorim's appointment in November after Ten Hag had been sacked brought with it a change of formation. The former Sporting Lisbon boss 3-4-2-1 system, which he refuses to deviate from, requires 3 central defenders, and he's already found himself short of options in recent months. Long-term injuries for Yoro and Lisandro Martinez have meant that Amorim has rarely had all of his centre-backs fit and available. Young defender Aiden Heaven, who was signed from Arsenal in January as one for the future, was drafted into the first team last month. But now the 18-year-old also finds himself on the sidelines, joining Martinez, Harry Maguire and veteran Johnny Evans. 2 centre-backs, namely Evans and Victor Lindelof, are also set to leave United in the summer transfer window, as Amorim plots a huge clear-out which could see 10 players leave Old Trafford. With that in mind, and despite other areas such as goalkeeper, midfield and striker being a priority, the Red Devils are on the hunt for a new centre-back, leading them to Fenerbahçe Yusuf Aksaçek. The 19-year-old, who on Sunday made his debut for Turkey, has reportedly been added to United's shortlist. Having made 15 appearances for Fenerbahçe this season under Jose Mourinho, some of Europe's biggest clubs are being linked with a move for Aksaçek, potentially giving United some stiff competition. According to Turkish outlet Fanatic, United are keen on the 6 feet 4 inches centre-back, who Tottenham recently sent scouts to watch. The Premier League pair are joined Bayern Munich, Napoli, Atletico Madrid and RB Leipzig in registering their interest. But Fenerbahçe are planning to keep hold of Aksaçek, with the Super League giants in advanced negotiations over a long-term contract, likely running beyond 2030. If a big enough offer was presented, however, Fenerbahçe chiefs would be open to talks. What makes Aksaçek attractive to United is that he's left-footed. Currently, the injured Martinez and Heaven are the only left-footed centre-backs in Amorim's squad. Aksaçek would likely cost much less than Everton star Jared Branthwaite, who the Red Devils had 2 bids rejected for last year. What's more is that Mourinho likened his teenage sensation. £44 million Manchester United player now wanted in Saudi Arabia, very high-level potential replacement I'd. Manchester United may need to wheel and deal this summer with goalkeeper Andre Onana far from secure in his position. Ruben Amorim undoubtedly wants major additions to his Manchester United squad, but that won't be easy this summer. Ineos recently announced new redundancies and Amorim may not have the biggest budget at his disposal this summer. United do need to strengthen though, and we may see big changes in the goalkeeping department. Reports ahead of the January transfer window suggested that Amorim wanted to sign new stoppers to revamp his options. United remain keen on Sen Lamens from Royal Antwerp, but more claims are emerging over Amorim's goalkeeping plans. Andre Onana could leave Manchester United. The Sun now claim that first-choice goalkeeper Andre Onana is attracting interest from Saudi Arabia this summer. The Cameroon international has joined Manchester City's Ederson in being eyed up for a move to the Middle East this summer. Whether both goalkeepers are wanted or just one or the other remains to be seen, but Onana is allegedly wanted. United paid £44 million, rising to £47 million for Onana in 2023, but the former Ajax man has been too up and down. Onana has left himself in danger of being replaced with a string of mistakes this season. Saudi Arabian interest may well be rising, but reports last week suggested that Onana is not worried about his United future. Onana needs to cut out the mistakes though, or Amorim may decide to move him on sooner or later, Lucas Chevalier on the Manchester United radar. United need to have multiple goalkeeping targets in mind for the summer. Cover and competition for Onana may be needed, as well as a potential signing in case Onana heads to Saudi Arabia. The Sun claim that United are now interested in signing Lille stopper Lucas Chevalier. Chevalier has emerged through the Lille ranks and has now become one of the top young goalkeepers in the game. As quoted on Lille's official X account, Lille boss Bruno Genesio has praised Chevalier as a very, very high-level goalkeeper, with the 23-year-old continuing to shine this season. Chevalier showcased his quality in the Champions League this season and seemingly caught United's attention in the process. Chevalier would surely be a target to become first-choice goalkeeper, and any move would almost certainly hinge on Onana's future. Replacements for Altay Baynder and Tom Heaton may be the immediate focus, and Chevalier would be unlikely to accept second or third choice upon leaving Lille. Manchester United targeting 10 summer departures as dangerous star made available for transfer. Manchester United targeting 10 summer departures as dangerous star made available for transfer. Manchester United are reportedly eyeing at least 10 senior departures as Ruben Amorim makes dangerous player available for a transfer this summer. Manchester United are preparing for a major summer shakeup as they look to generate funds for Ruben Amorim's rebuild by selling several members of the current squad. With Amorim expected to bring a more intense, tactical approach, the club are ready to move on players who no longer fit the direction he wants to take the team. A number of first-team departures are already lined up. Victor Lindelof and Christian Eriksen will both leave at the end of the season when their contracts expire. The club are also planning to part ways with several players out on loan, including Marcus Rashford, Antony, and Tyrell Malacia. All three are expected to be put up for sale, with Amorim not viewing them as part of his long-term plans at Old Trafford. Casemiro is another high-profile name likely to leave as United look to reduce their wage bill and create space for fresh additions who are better suited to Amorim's system. With a clear-out looming, this summer could mark the start of a bold new era at the club. United eyeing 10 summer departures. According to the Manchester Evening News, the club are aiming to hit double digits in their departures this summer. Amid the need to trim Amorim's squad of bloated contracts and aging players, it is said that United will look for at least 10 senior players to leave Old Trafford in the coming months. With United needing to trim down the current wage bill, the report further states that the club will actively make Casemiro available for a transfer this summer, despite Amorim admitting last week that the Brazilian can be dangerous if deployed correctly in his system. Manchester United are reportedly eyeing at least 10 senior departures as Ruben Amorim makes dangerous player available for a transfer this summer. Manchester United are preparing for a major summer shakeup as they look to generate funds for Ruben Amorim's rebuild by selling several members of the current squad. With Amorim expected to bring a more intense, tactical approach, the club are ready to move on players who no longer fit the direction he wants to take the team. A number of first-team departures are already lined up. Victor Lindelof and Christian Eriksen will both leave at the end of the season when their contracts expire. The club are also planning to part ways with several players out on loan, including Marcus Rashford, Antony, and Tyrell Malacia. All three are expected to be put up for sale, with Amorim not viewing them as part of his long-term plans at Old Trafford. Casemiro is another high-profile name likely to leave as United look to reduce their wage bill and create space for fresh. Manchester United targeting at least 10 departures in transfer window. Another clear-out is in the works at Man United, whose squad may have to be lighter than in recent seasons. Manchester United will attempt to break double figures for permanent departures this summer amid yet another squad overhaul. Veterans Johnny Evans and Tom Heaton are likely to retire at the end of the season, while Christian Eriksen and Victor Lindelof are set to be released. United want to permanently sell Marcus Rashford, Antony, and Jadon Sancho to reinvest in a new goalscorer, while Casemiro will be made available for transfer. Chelsea have an obligation to buy Sancho for between £20 million and £25 million, but could pay a penalty clause not to make his season-long loan a permanent deal. The Premier League's profitability and sustainability rules (PSR) effectively impose a valuation on non-academy players, with a player's price calculated by their transfer fee spread over the length of his contract. United signed Casemiro for £60 million on a 4-year contract in 2022, so the club would require £15 million to sell him and avoid a loss under PSR. Antony, bought for £81.3 million in the same summer on a 5-year deal, would cost £32.52 million, and Sancho would be worth £14.58 million if United are still saddled with him. The possibility of no European football next season would also force United to trim their squad. Participation in the Champions League or Europa League stage guarantees at least 8 matches. When United last had a campaign devoid of European participation in 2014-15, they played only 44 games as they were thrashed 4-0 by MK Dons in the second round of the League Cup. United have already played 46 matches this term and are guaranteed to play at least 11 more. There is uncertainty over the future of goalkeeper Altay Bayındır, who could seek regular football to increase his chances of starting for Turkey at the World Cup next year. United head coach Ruben Amorim also wants to recruit a new keeper. United are expected to be in the market for a winger, having missed out on Chelsea-bound Giovanni Quenda, and PSV Eindhoven have an option to sign left-back Tyrell Malaysia on a permanent basis. United could struggle to shift Luke Shaw, as he has not started for the club in 13 months and has lined up 9 times in 19 months. Evans, 37, has not started for United in 4 months and last played on December 18th. Heaton, 39, next month, has been sidelined since early February with an unspecified injury. United co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe claimed the club won't be selling players because of the state we are in financially, amid doubts over the futures of Kobbie Mainoo and Alejandro Garnacho. Mainoo has not signed a renewal, but his current deal has a maximum expiry date of 2028, and Garnacho was the subject of a rejected £40 million offer from Napoli in January. Garnacho has been repeatedly praised by Amorim for adapting to his demands. Thanks for watching.